My name is Jonathan Gunther. This is FTT 104, final project, fully disassembling a firearm. Today I'm going to be doing the SIG P365. As you can see, no live ammo in or around the workspace. We're going to visually and physically check the barrel and the mag well. So first things first, we're going to start with the magazine. Take a 5/64 inch punch. That's what I'm going to be using for pretty much the entire thing. And then my hands aren't wanting to work today, so we're going to be struggling a little bit. Slide off the magazine base plate. Remove the follower spring. Keep all of those bits together. Next, we're going to start with field stripping the firearm. So we're going to rotate the takedown lever downward, slide it back, hit the slide release, ride it forward. And then with this one, we're actually going to start with the frame. This one's super easy. All of the P365 firearms have a modular design. So they have this removable fire control group. Just pop this pin out, again, set that to the side, and then grab it right here, pull up. So I'm not going to disassemble any of this. Honestly, if any of these parts did wear out, it's almost cheaper to replace this entire piece than it is to buy them piece by piece. Not going to say it's by design, but kind of convinced it was. We're going to set that to the side there. Ignore how dirty it is. That is the frame. Not going to mess with the mag release or any of those fun bits right now because, again, not too comfortable doing that. I've never attempted it on any handguns, and this is my everyday carry, so really don't want to mess anything up with it. So moving on to the slide, remove the guide rod and spring, followed by the barrel, just like if you were cleaning it. Now, SIG has a lot of, they like to use one-time use detents and pins. So we're gonna go as far as we can. I don't have any replacement parts for those, so kind of limited in what I can do. First, we're gonna push down this plunger and then slide upward on this back plate. Sometimes they are very tight. Alright, sorry, like I mentioned, it's kind of fighting me a little bit. Real stubborn today, so probably doesn't help I got oil and everything on my hands here, but we're gonna slide the base plate off. Gonna make sure that you keep the striker covered so it doesn't pop out too far. Now there is one more spring-loaded piece right here. So to keep it from flying out, you're actually gonna wanna keep the slide kind of on its side. Keep it held in, set the striker to the side, and then slowly let it out. And then it should come out in one piece. So you've got the spring, the little plunger. I'm gonna set that right there. And then next, I would typically remove the extractor, but like I said, SIG uses a lot of one-time use parts. So this is as far as I'm going. So as far as reassembling, we're gonna put the spring back into the striker keeper. Just kidding. All right. These micro carry compact handguns or subcompact handguns have a lot of small parts. It makes them kind of a pain. So we're gonna hold that in just a little bit, enough to get this lip on the bottom of the striker past it. I'm actually gonna press in, and I like to hold that in a little bit so that we can have some more play on here, which usually makes it a little bit easier to put this back plate on. There we go. So that's on there. And then just like you would after you field strip it, barrel, guide rod, and spring. And then for the fire control group, slide it down at about a 45-degree angle. And then you can work on getting the parts lined up. Once it's lined up, and push down, it should click a little bit there. Take your pin, put it back through the hole. Like I said, hands aren't working too well today, so I'm actually going to use a pin to get it back. Just make sure it is as even as you can get on both sides. Excuse my cat and my dog fighting in the background. All right, and then for the magazine, you make sure the follower is up, oriented in the right direction. And slide the follower spring into place. Kind of hold it where you want it. Make sure the base plate is oriented in the right direction. And then I always struggle with this, so bear with me. Gotta love nerve damage. My hands are not wanting to hand very well today. But long story short, I'm trying to get this little nub lined up with this little hole. And this thing has been used and abused, so it is almost certainly in need of a new follower spring, but we're balling on a budget, so we're not doing any of that. We're just gonna try and get this to cooperate. We're gonna there we go. Finally got it. So after that, just put the slide back on. Leave that off to the side for a second. We're going to do a quick functions check. So ride the slide forward, pull the trigger, it fires, lock to the rear, release, resets, and then I'm actually going to insert the magazine after re-verifying that it is still empty. Make sure nothing magic happens. We're going to make sure it locks back to the rear when it's empty. Make sure the slide release works. And that's it.